Hello there, everybody in the vinyl community. This is Chuck with my vinyl finds for February 29th, 2019, including something I got off eBay a little while ago to show you here that I've been wanting for a while now. It's actually a local group. So let's get started. This I got in the mail, ordered off eBay. The Skyliner self-titled album from 1978. Sorry about the glare. There's the members there: Jimmy Beaumont, who passed recently, Janice Bogle, Rap, Jimmy Ross, and I think it's Bobby Scholes are in the group at that time. So the first two there, Jimmy and Janet, were from the original 1959 group. But yeah, Jimmy Ross is of the Jaggers, and he I guess he joined them, and he's from Pittsburgh too, I believe. So Bobby Scholes, I'm not sure where he's from, but yeah, it's still sealed. I haven't opened it to play it. There's some tracks floating around on eBay from it, but most of the album is not available anywhere else to my knowledge, so it's kind of a rare album. I don't think it was real well received, but looking forward to it, to hearing it. Put that back over there. Okay, now these are the record finds from record album finds from the Exchange in downtown Pittsburgh beyond Smithfield Street. They don't even have a dollar bin. They have shelves underneath the main, much more expensive vinyl they have, and you have to bend down, like really dig through. All you can see is the spine. So I just did. This is what I got from two sections. These are all $1 each. Let me do this different arrangement here. First, See Faith. Those were the days. Great album. Still has a 2i label. Enjoyed it. A lot of songs from like the late 60s, mid-late 60s era. Promises, Promises, Full on the Hill, My Special Angel. Those were the days. I Love How You Love Me. Both Sides Now. Zorba, For Once in My Life. Stormy, Little Green Apples, Full on the Hill, and A Quiet Day. So I'm not sure what year this is from, but say mid-late 60s. That was only $1. Ohio State University Marching Band. Volume 2. I have yet to, most of these I did not hear, I have not heard yet. Plan on listening to them. That was pretty cool. I think it's the largest college in the country, if I'm not wrong. So, can't wait to listen to that. I haven't been to Columbus yet, so. On the FSR label. The record label that made this for them is all the way in California. For Ohio State, that's pretty interesting. There we go. Keep Old Glory in the background there. Me messing with the angles. Okay, next we have Last Irish Night at the Pops. So yeah, St. Patrick's Day is getting to be around the corner here soon. Well, the parade day here in Pittsburgh is the 14th. I love Arthur Fiedler. And of course, this is in the beautiful red seal. And it's mostly done in suite or medley form. The Irish suite has the Irish Washerwoman, the Minstrel Boy, the Rakes of Mallow. That one's new. The Wearing of the Green, The Last Rose of Summer, and The Girl I Left Behind Me. And Danny Boy, played by an orchestra, will be interesting to hear. And of course, there's something stuck in the groove on a Danny Boy track. This was only $1 too. Should sound nice as long as it was cared decently. Yeah, a lot of collectors go after the red seals because I believe they were pressed at a little bit of a slower rate, if I'm not wrong. Probably so you could get the sound quality of the orchestras and the masterpiece, to get all the low notes and everything better. There's that one. Next is Step to the Rear by Marilyn May. I have a few other albums of her. I only really discovered her through record collecting. Most of her albums seem to be from the mid to late 60s that I've noticed and found of hers. She has kind of a unique sound voice. And here's the mid-late 60s. The larger RCA Victor. They should just kept this label until they maybe modernized it in the 70s. This is the best version of the label where the RCA Victor is nice and big and the little nippers on there proudly. The nice beams of light there, but yeah. Step to the Rear. Don't Sleep in the Subway. Ode to Billy Joe, What Now My Love, Sunny, Golden Rainbow. Side 2 has Maine, I Will Wait for You, What the World Needs Now is Love, Watch What Happens, and A Certain Girl. Nice photos over on the back. So looking forward to listening to this one. That's really interesting. There's something very interesting about this cover. So I don't know if you can see it. You should be able to see how the picture, her name's kind of cut off in the photo. So what they did was they put little tiny dots in different colors on the cover past the photo to connect the letters and lights on the photo behind her. Look at that. It's quite interesting. Well, she's big enough to have her name and lights on the stage, I guess. Marilyn May. Marilyn May in the month of March. I think here's yet one of the other. Actually, there's 3 Irish-related records I got. This actually came with no jacket. It just came with this. Good old senior floppy. This needs some stuff got on here. It needs wiped off, but this is on an interesting label called Peters International. The best of Irish folk. Now, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not Irish myself. If I do, I have very little. My Irish grandfather adopted my mother at a young age, so I have a good friend who's Irish and stuff, so I do things with her. But I'll read you these because a lot of these I never heard of, except for one. Gem of the Row, Finnegan's Mill, Dan Malone, 3 Drunken Maidens, Arthur McBride, 4 Drunken Nights, Arda D. Quain, and Willie Archer. That's probably in Gaelic at one title. P stands for Paddy. Streets of Derry. Building up and tearing England down. Galway races. Whiskey in a jar I've heard of. Saibeas Saimore. Probably another Gaelic song. The Bonny Libering Boy. And Rathdom Fair. So this was manufactured by a USA label, but it says 19 EMI Ireland. So actually 16. There's actually 16 songs on this. So a little bit of scratching on the backside, but it's not too deep. But for a buck, I mean, I get to discover all these Irish songs I'm not too familiar with. Even listening to a bunch of different ones on YouTube. Okay, this is called Pen Favorites, the Pittsburgh Rockets, and the Reading Buccaneers, the Riley Raiders, and the looks like he used the same slick for the back. Yeah, so this is volume 2, the Reading Pittsburgh Rockets. This was pressed in Lynn, Massachusetts, but this is another marching band type album, I would believe. But I'm not sure if it's a school or what. The Fleetwood label. This long playing. Pittsburgh Rockets, huh? It's recorded at a... Was recorded at the Cavalcade of Champions held in Bucknell, Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. So... So this will be interesting to listen to. I actually was about to put this one back, but I don't have it, so it's a good first copy of it. Blood, Sweat, and Tears 4. It has a gatefold inside. Go Down Gambling, Cowboys and Indians, John the Baptist, Redemption, Lisa Listen to Me, which is pretty. Valentine's Day, Take Me in Your Arms, Rock Me for a Little While, which Doobie Brothers did. For My Lady, Mama Gets High, Book to My Heart. So, it's like a good album. BS&T 4. Jackie Gleason, the Now Sound for Today's Lovers. Orchestral selections with a sitar. Yeah, so yeah, that's what this is. So this is an interesting album. The Gleason strings with sitar and other exotic instruments. That wonderful era of the mid-late 60s, early 70s I love so much. Going on in my head, Yesterday, It Must Be Him, Live for Life, Lonely Is the Name, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, Moon River, Two Different Worlds, I Won't Cry Anymore, I Can't Believe I'm Losing You. And so this is Jackie's music, Jackie Gleason. He conducted the orchestra. And this is a later out. I mean, it's like pristine, it's like brand new. This was definitely like kept in someone's closet or a nice area in somebody's. I mean, it's like brand new, minty. It was only $1. Nice instrumental music from that period. Still in a cellophane. It's weird, it has a free stamp that goes all the way through it. So all this cover says is Dottie, Chris, and Phyllis. But then I seen the Coral record label and saw an interview with Phyllis and said, I bet this is McGuire sisters. And I am right, it is. This is the album with them singing Sincerely. So I'm looking forward to listening to this. It's definitely an original one from the mid 50s for sure. Can't wait to hear this one. Sincerely, Something's Gotta Give, which I have on 78s, I believe. Delilah Jones, Sweet Song of India, Heart. Endless, Every Day of My Life, It Must Sound Silly, Massacre at Ramble, Good Night, Sweetheart, and Seems Like Old Times. So, definitely look forward to this one. This might only be like your second album, so. It mentions about another album right there. Split on the bottom. I've seen this album for some songs posting on other YouTube videos. Glenn Yarbrough, The Lonely Things, where he sings, they're all from the book Stanley Street and Other Sorrows. And Glenn Yarbrough sings all these. Stanley Street Revisitors, The Lonely Things, Channing Way 2, The Word Before Goodbye, Night Song, So Long San Francisco, Hello, The Women, Brownstone, People Change, Summertime of Days of Kind of Loving. And this thing is literally, and there goes the bigger dog over again. Beautiful coffee. I mean, this thing's like never been played or anything. Look at that shine. Beautiful that is. If you can see closely, the condition it's in is like brand new. So, I'm getting into Glenn Yarbrough in more recent years. Who doesn't like big band music? Artie Shaw, what is this thing called? Love. Tommy, the Dorsey Brothers, Jimmy. Rhythm of the Rain, Duke Ellington, Sultry Sunset, Freddie Martin, Fantasy Impromptu, Les Oilgart, Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen, Claude Thornhill, Traumaray, Johnny Long, Daddy, Jack Teagarden, Money Lacquerose, Dick Stabile, Sorrento, and Jerry Gray, Loch Lomond. So, this will be a nice sound to listen to. Needs wiped up though. On this design label. Should be like more like the mid or later 60s, I believe. Just realized there's another record inside here. The swing era. Swing era floppy disk to sell us through. Don't have a little surprise, a little floppy. That's funny. So, yeah. Which I have some of those. One of my favorite singers, whose voice is just beautiful, soothing, lovely, and warm. And just a joy to listen to. He left the world too soon. But Nat King Cole, Nature Boy. It's funny when you look up close. I don't know if you can tell, but the dots. Further away you go, the more clear the picture gets. That's kind of neat. All I see is a bunch of dots looking at it. But Nature Boy, tenderly stardust. This is always spring is here. When the world was young, the end of a love affair, until the real thing comes along, laughing on the outside. Yeah, this one's a little more beat up, but it's not too bad. I'll play that one tonight before I go to bed. Starting to feel tired. It's going on 3 a.m. here. It's technically March 8th, but I got all these records on the 29th in March 4th. And the third and final Irish album, John McCormack. Off Stilly in the Night, Garden Where Praties Grow, Love the Dearest, Oh What Bitter Grief Mine. Off to Philadelphia, The Star of County Down. The Gentle Maiden, The Old Turf Fire, and the Mid-Hour Night, Silent Lake of Prayer, By the Lakes of Killarney, and Londonderry Air. On the Gladwin record label. So. There's like a little bit of... Yeah, I like John McCormack ever since I discovered him singing Indiana Moon on 78. Box Top Super Hits. This one was $4. This one I actually paid more than $1 for. Bell label. The Letter. Trains, boats, and planes break my mind, wetter shale pale. She shot a hole in my soul, neon rainbow. Cry like a baby, I'm your puppet, I met her in church. Keep me hanging on, Choo Choo Train, great album. A lot of stuff there I haven't discovered yet. Good stuff. This album here is called The Wild Angels Volume 2. It's a soundtrack about biker movie, motorcycle movie. Cleaned it up. Actually, this is another one with really no jacket or cover at all. So I stuck it in the sleeve for now. The tracks are Blues Theme, The Loser's Burial, Wild Orgy, Loser's Lament, Arriba, Making Love is Fun, The Dark Alley, Psycho Party, Wild Angels, The Last Ride. Like it, especially side 1 on the Tower record label, which this might be one of the first albums I might even have. I know I have the Standell's Dirty Water on this and on Trip. And last but not least, From Natchez to Mobile, the Riverboat 5, although there's 7 people. Joe Faker. Ed Reed, Ray Thomas, Jim Lunsford, Ed Tedder, Ted Butterman, Dargan Fitch, and Keller Merck are all in this group. There's a track listing there. World is Waiting for a Sunrise, Yellow Dog Blues, 12th Street Rag, St. Louis Blues, Sing Sing with a Swing, Dradanella, Colonel Bogey, Lazy River, and Caravan. Yep. She read that backwards too, but this is actually in very nice shape, like almost new. Old, nice classic Mercury label. Definitely seems like in the original copy. Robo 5. Well, thank you all for viewing my video of the recent vinyl finds. You have a good night, and talk to you later. Best of luck. Wish you health, wealth, and the best. Till then, next video. See you around.